Hey, welcome to Just Tips, where we talk about things, ideas, persons, and places of interest. And today, I always wanted to talk to this young man sitting here before you. We went to school together, and we've done ventures together with podcasts and things of that nature.
Right.
But he has a story to be told, and today, we cleared our schedule so we can link up.
Right.
And here we are. This gentleman, first off, I'm Brian Greenling, and this gentleman is Shaquille Harvey, and he is owner of a podcast, but I'll let him tell his story. So welcome, man. I'm glad you're here.
Oh man, thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, man. It's an honor and a privilege. I was able to link up with each other. It's been a long time coming because we've been saying that we were going to do it over a long period of time, but we had to get it right. But yeah, I'm Shaquille Harvey, better known as Shaq. Like you said, owner of a podcast, WLY, owner of Same Services LLC. Uh, got 2 or 3 businesses, and just trying to link up with you, man, to get ready for this podcast.
Yeah, and this is us conversating, and like
Right.
I said, you have such a interesting story to be told, and we've talked on, oh man, we talked on so many different levels when it comes to certain topics.
Right.
I know that you're passionate about,
Right.
but you kind of tell me about just your upbringing. You have brothers and sisters.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, I have all brothers.
Okay.
My mother ain't have no girls, so I have a total of 9 brothers, no sisters. Yes,
Okay.
my mother was a pro at that. She had all boys, all basketball team. Yeah, whole basketball team and some.
Yeah, I see. So you got a backup. You got people that can come off the bench.
Yes, yes, yeah. Now I start.
So you're the oldest.
No, I'm not the oldest, but
Okay.
I start. Because I'm not trying to put myself above my brothers, and they'll tell you that. But I start because of what I do. What I bring to the game. My game speaks for itself. My work speaks for itself. So I'm the LeBron of the family. I'm the Stephen Curry of the family.
Okay.
You
So there's a total of 9 brothers to include you.
Correct.
Okay. So you said your mom had enough to have almost 2 basketball teams.
Correct.
Pro and a scrimmage.
Correct.
Okay.
Even a 6-man.
Right.
Yep, she did.
Okay. So how was your relationship? How was your growing up? Having 9 brothers, or 8 brothers, including you. Okay. So what was that like?
Man, it was a challenge. It was a challenge. It was.
In what way?
It was a challenge because I come from poverty. We all come from poverty. I mean, we come straight from the projects. But the good thing about it is that we all love each other. Our mother taught us the importance to get along, to love each other. She taught us the importance of education. She taught us the importance of if she's not going to be here, this is what she need us to do. She prepared us. She just was a champ. She was a pro at everything she do. She just taught us how to be real brothers, real true brothers. All of my brothers are successful, by the way. It was a challenge because I watched her go through many things that single mothers go through in our lifetime today. She was depressed. It was challenging for her because raising, passing away at the age of 42 years old. That's all she was. Can be, I think, can be stressful for her because, I mean, raising boys ain't easy, because you got to make sure that they working, then you got to provide, you got to make sure that when they have their growth spurs, they like to eat. So it was a challenge in that way because of poverty. But, she always provided everything that we need. We may not have got everything that we want, but we got everything we need.
We've talked offline a few times in our past, but we talked about how was it with her trying to teach you and your brothers, because you're all boys, boys grow into strong men. That missing element of having a father figure, or can you elaborate on how tough it was for your mom growing men, boys to men?
Right.
Can you shed a light on that?
Absolutely. I mean, she was she explained to us. There were times that, I asked about my father, but, she explained to us that she's the mother and the father. And it's nothing that we can go to, it's nothing that we couldn't ask her just because we're male. It's nothing that we couldn't ask her or leave from her. She left that open door policy for us. And that's one thing I can say about her. She was the mother and the father. I mean, to do what she did, I mean, she's the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the MVP. I mean, numbers don't lie. To have one of your sons apply for Youth of the Year, right? She had us in programs like Big Brothers and Big Sisters, Boys and Girls Clubs. So many programs out there to keep us out of the street because, again, if you don't have that father figure, right, and you come from poverty, right, 72% states that each male that was raised without a father that's in poverty are likely to wind up dead or in jail.
Right,
So by the
right.
programs that she put us in, it allowed us to be free from the streets. Now, don't get me wrong. We was in the projects. We saw gang. We saw drugs. We saw things that we should have seen as growing up as a youth, but we survived, and that's the key. I think a lot of people now is worrying about survival, and that's at that time, that's what she taught us how to do, survive. And I think as long as you know how to survive, you can thrive.
Mm. You emphasize that she pressed upon you and your brothers about education. So
Mhm.
in that, what did you excel at? Where did you go? How from high school to now? What you decided to go get into?
Okay. Well, that's a good question, by the way. Well, I'm gonna say this. Our relationship with education got close when I became homeschooled. Right. I was the only
Okay.
child that she had that was homeschooled. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a difference now. I was on something called homebound homeschool. That's when the doctors uh, uh, put you on, pronounce that you will be on homeschool for a short term or for a long term, right? And where a teacher will come out and they have to come out from the board's education, they have to provide education to services to you. You have one teacher that come out and teach you all subjects. Well, when my brothers was at school, me and my mother became close with that relationship, and she used to always drill education into me. Always used to, you know, make sure I do my homework, make sure I do this, make sure I do that, and that stuck with me. And so I started enjoying education. I started, loving math. I love math. I was in math 24 by the age of ninth grade. Now, unfortunately, she did not get a chance to see me walk across the stage. But since then, right, since she saw me develop into a junior in high school, since then, I got my bachelor's degree.
That's right. Tell us about it. Tell us about that bachelor's degree.
Let me
Yeah.
talk that talk. I got the bachelor's degree. I
Mhm.
went and got my master's degree, and then I went and got my PhD, so my doctorate degree. So all together, 3 degrees. Got it all in a matter of 7 years. And it was a long time coming, but I know she'll be proud of me.
You and your brothers are very successful, and I'm sure out of that success have been some challenges. I'm sure. You mentioned about your childhood living in a poor area. Expound on that. Where did you grow up at?
Okay, well, I grew up in the area called Bloomfield, right out of Macon, Georgia. It's a smaller area called Bloomfield. Some people reference it as Bloomfield where you get killed, right? That's what me and my brothers grew up at.
Okay. And you had mentioned previously about gangs. So how did you avoid that? How did your brothers and you avoid that lifestyle where it could easily go left
Well, I
or
wouldn't say
right, but you kept it
necessarily
straight?
avoid it because it came to me, right? The games came to me. It was sometimes it's hard to avoid it. I think the biggest thing that if someone was out there, if they was in a gang, the biggest thing to do is just leave, right? Leave, surrender, do what you got to do to not be involved no more. But me, myself, what we did, she involved us in these programs. Like I said, these programs taught us to, say no to drugs, say no to gangs, stay away from gangs, how to, um, and a lot of time the gang members was the same people we went to school with. So they saw, okay, well, you smart, you from the field, right? But you don't ride for the field. So if you ride for the field, then challenges will be more hard for you. But you from the field, but we're not gonna bother you because you're not riding for the field. So that's kind of like how it was in the gang member sense. Right.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna bother Shaq because he's from the hood, but he's trying to get up out of here.
Right.
So I'm not gonna do anything to him. But if he wanted to try to be with us, I'm gonna do what I can to not. I'm gonna do what I can to allow him not to chase that dream that he want to do, or not to make it out of the ghetto in the sense that they reference.
Yeah, we're starting to experience how people that are in political positions or people of authority put us in a certain place because of where we come from.
Right.
Just because we came from a location doesn't mean we of that location. It doesn't mean that we're going to be the surroundings. We can pull ourselves from that.
Correct.
And hats off to moms for recognizing and
Absolutely.
putting you guys into programs that occupied your mind,
Right.
and kept you moving forward to see that there's something outside of this environment, outside of Macon.
Right.
So, do you mind sharing, you said your mom passed away at 42. What happened and how did that impact you?
Well, a lot of it is history on her part, as far as drugs. My mother was diagnosed with many, many illnesses. She was very sick. She was on the transplant list for a heart and a lung. She had sarcoidosis. Many people don't know what that is. That's what Bernie Mac died with. It's basically something. It's a respiratory disease that can affect your lungs, and they give you up to, I think, 10 years to live. But they give you up to 6 years to live when you get diagnosed with it. But she was diagnosed with it 1998, no, 1999, and she battle it all the way to 2010. So that's a huge accomplishment, because doctors, they only go based off of statistics.
Right.
Now, considering she, when you talk about the cost, when you talk about the health issues itself, right? This was a woman who, meanwhile, didn't work, right? Her job was to take care of us, right? Government assistance is what took care of us, literally. Child support, welfare, EBT, you name it. We done experienced it all, But again, I have never seen a woman go as harder than what she went, like all the way. Like if it's 12 seconds on the clock, she's sacrificing her life before she sacrificing her life before she sacrificed others. And that's the key. That self-sacrifice and love that she demonstrated within herself. I'm gonna forever call her the GOAT in my eyes. There were times where she would cook for the house and she didn't eat, but she made sure her boys eat. That was so special to me. And I will never forget that moment. At times when I seen that, when I experienced that, when I lived that, when I survived that, and I'm like, man, that's love. That's true love. To go without eating, to go without drinking, just for your boys to eat, and you don't have enough, but you just making sure that they eat so they can stay strong and they can stay healthy. Right. That's something to think about.
But definitely, our mothers are the anchors.
Correct.
Women are the women are the anchors of mankind.
Correct. And I want to say this, they don't get the credit that they deserve.
They don't.
So if you at home and you're a mother, and you're a single mother, I want to take this time out to thank you. Thank you for your services. Keep doing what you're doing. God will deliver, and God will bless you because he understands. He your protector, he your corrector, and he's your director.
Hey, he's a man of, you just heard he has this artistic way of delivering statements. I love that. I love it. So there was one thing I want to ask you about, and you don't have to address it if you don't want to, but you had mentioned one time in our conversation, our mini conversation about, an incident where you was shot.
Okay.
And I only, I leave it up to you and let me know, how did that shape you? Out of everything that you have done and everything that your mom has instilled in you to try and keep you, out of harm's way. How did that impact you, and what was surrounding that put you in that position?
Well, Brian, that's a good question. That bullet, I'm going to say, made me stronger. I'm just going to say that. Even though it was painful, even though it was difficult, even though I don't wish that on my worst enemy, that bullet made me stronger today. And just to take you back, thank you for answering that question. I mean, I'm experiencing so much trauma pain behind it. Like I have 75% nerve damage. So basically to inform you, I was shot in the neck with a 12 gauge shotgun. And it was a single barrel. The way the gun was shot up was buckshot slug, buckshot slug, buckshot slug.
Mm-hmm.
I was just hit with a buckshot. I'm not really gonna go into details because it's gonna be a long process of what happened. But I was shot. They say I was shot accidentally, but I think the boy really wanted to kill me. But 2 centimeters for him, the main artery. You're talking about 17 at the time. I'm still in high school. My mother had just left the earth. And just a good kid. I got 1,700. I'm scoring 1,700s on pre 1,700 scores on scholarships. I mean on SATs. I passed the ACT and on math and reading. So I was already accepted to 5 colleges, and boom, I get shot. That was a setback, but it was a setback for a come up. Because since then I came up. Like I said, the bullet didn't ever make me stronger. The doctor came to my deathbed. I think I talked about this in a news article one time. The doctor came to my deathbed and told me that he was the first person in 15 years that he did surgery on for me not to be paralyzed, which is a blessing. So like I say, 2 centimeters for him, the main artery, 12 gauge shotgun in the neck, right? And I still have nerve damage. Like I say, I'm on medication for it, but it made me stronger, Brian, because I never forget where I come from, right? And I can share anybody that has experienced or have got shot. You look at on TV, you see people getting shot by a 9mm and getting hit by, just a one-hand single gun, which bullets can kill anybody, guns can kill anybody because that's what they're known for. But for me to get shot by a shotgun, something that you hunt animals with, and still be able to do,
and still be able to tell your story.
Correct. Just a blessing. So like I say, that bullet made me stronger in a sense.
Is there anything else that you want to share? I mean, you are an interesting person, man. Just, when I met you, we was at South University.
Correct.
And we came across and you had followed me on Facebook and we pulled into the lab. It was one of the rooms at South University. And he was like, hey, I have this idea, me and James. Shout out to James.
Yeah, shout out to James, man.
And we just war game idea for the podcast.
Correct.
And I had the mind about, setting up the audio video piece, and you guys were the mastermind behind just sharing knowledge, and discussion and having dialogue. Because you know how important dialogue is.
Right.
And you're just an interesting person, man. And I just wanted to, bring on to my little video, my channel, and just talk to you and just say, man, I am blessed to just, have you as a friend, and just, you and I just talking about, life. And I just, find it, you're interesting, and I appreciate it. Although he's a San Francisco 49er fan.
Oh man, no, I ain't I ain't no San Fran fan. No, I'm not a Niners fan. I'm wearing this hat because of a lost bet. Mm-hmm. But let me be clear. I'm a Denver Broncos fan, and the Broncos will make the playoff this year.
Okay. Bo Nix, right?
Bo Nix. Yeah, okay. 24 years old. We got a rookie.
Young guy. Yeah, we do too.
But you were Commanders, right?
Yeah, Commanders.
Oh man,
Redskins all the way, man.
I think we should hurry up and end this interview. You're Commanders, man.
Well, tonight is the first night. By the time family you watch this, tonight's the first night of the regular season.
Yes.
And Thursday night.
What is it? The Ravens and the Chiefs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So right after this, we're gonna
Baltimore 24-17.
Oh, you picking?
24-17. Yeah. I think the Chiefs get their rings this year, so that's gonna throw them off. Mm-hmm. So I'm going against Mahomes.
All right. Well, Baltimore is just right around the corner from the Commanders, so I like Baltimore when they're not playing the Commanders. So yeah, I pick Baltimore too.
Right.
All right. But anyway, brother, man, thank you.
No,
blessings to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having
many more to come.
Yes, man. I just want to take the time out, man. Thank you so much for, we did meet at South University. Mm-hmm. We, thank you so much. He's the real mastermind behind the podcast. It's not me, it's you. Yeah, but thank you so much for and just believing in me and James. Thank you so much for, this quarterback and everything, and we just follow your lead, and you just taking the lead, and we just follow you with it, man. Thank you so much for that. And I just want to share, man, like you asked me, is there anything I want to share? I just want to let everybody know at home, like, you can come from something and you can become something, right? It's not about where you're from, right? It's about where you're going. Don't forget where you come from, right? But just keep going. Mm-hmm. Right. I think the biggest thing for me is, Brian, is reflecting on the past, right? Reflecting on the past, on, wow, these things happen for me. But then I keep saying that everything happened for a reason, right? Everything had to happen to me for a reason. I mean, I'm blessed. Like, I'm blessed, and I'm not gonna stop talking about it. I want to tell my story more. I want more people to understand that just because you come from poverty, just because you got paper plates, just because you come from plastic spoons, paper plates, just because just because you was raised being without, right? Mm-hmm. Most people can live in this earth, right? Most people can't live in this earth, without having a cell phone. Some people can't live without having lights. You take that cell phone away, man, you done took half of their whole life away. Some people can't live without earbuds in their ear. Some people can't go nowhere without having a jury. Some people can't go nowhere without, having a car. Mm-hmm. But what about living without a father? I see to that. Me and my brothers, we excelled in that thanks to my mother. So, like, again, all the women out there who's doing the best y'all can, keep doing what y'all can, because it's gonna be one day that everything's gonna pay off.
That's right.
I'm the cost and the price of what my mother had to pay for. She put the work in, and she got $1 billion. Dr. Shaquille Harvey.
Dr.
Shaquille Harvey.
I love it.
Yes. Man, love you, man.
Love you too, brother.
Yes, man.
Stay tuned in the next episode of Just Tips. If you didn't know, now you know.